The winner, of course, will take on Ambition Esports in the quarterfinals here. And right now, though, it's time to move on to our next matchup. So let's actually take a look here at our teams. So Gale Force Esports going to be first here. Now, Gale Force, of course, has K-Dop, a French player who is touted as one of the best in the game and known for his incredible scoring ability, but maybe not the strongest English speaker. Violent Panda, on the other hand, prolific passer, catalyst for the offense, discovered by Pashi90 early on in Rocket League and has risen to be a top 10 player in the world. Likely going to do the speaking for the team, though, because obviously K-Dop going to speak mostly French.
But he's hilarious. He's a hilarious player, but really this team is a very fierce opponent.
Fair enough. All right, let's take a look here at Incognito featuring Tuster and Go Rocks Go. Tuster, a pretty well-known player, of course. Sillier player on social media, likes to act out a little bit. Go Rocks Go, getting some screen time though for the first time. Let's see if he's going to be able to do what they need to here to go up against Gale Force Esports, who I'm hearing from most people is just odds-on favorite to win. But right now, Alex is standing by. Alex, take it away.
All right, let's talk to our players a little bit here from Incognito first. Gentlemen, welcome to the stage. You guys look great. You guys getting in the zone, I can see that. Over there, though, it's a pretty formidable team. They look pretty scary to me, but I want to know what you guys think. You're going up against Gale Force Esports, which is a great team. What are you guys feeling coming into this tournament? This is the day where you got to rise up. How you feeling?
Easiest matchup of my life. Like we're expected to lose by like everybody, so like if we lose, it's like whatever. So.
Hey, we saw what just happened in the last match. I think anything can happen. Coming over to you, Go Rocks Go. How you feeling, man? What do you got to focus on to take this match down?
I think we just got to pressure them, not let them do their own game. Just play our game, and we can take it over.
All right, there you have it. That's Incognito. Can they pull off the upset?
All right, so now, as you guys are listening to the broadcast, of course, there's going to be a lot of terms that we'll be using in Rocket League. So, you know, Wave and James, I want you guys to take this and take us through one of these terms that you really like. Wave, I'll start with you.
I think that the most confusing one might be the 50-50, which is when two players go up and touch a ball that they're right next to each other, and as spectators, it's difficult for us to tell what's about to happen. But for the players, they're reading the ball, they're reading the other player, and they're making very minute decisions to try and make sure that the ball bounces and pinches out of that encounter in their favor. So that's when we call it 50-50. We talk about the players pinching the ball and trying to make it go on their side.
All right, fair enough. So, of course, we are going to have this available for you guys if you want to check it out. But, hey, we do have a lot to break down in this upcoming match, right? Because we had the interview with Incognito before. They were pretty honest. Nice, you're here for $100,000 on a beautiful NBC stage. And they're like, yeah, we're probably going to lose. But let's be real. Gale Force is real good. James, what do you got?
Yes, Gale Force, you said it. They're real good, maybe even the best. K-Dop, he has proven that he belongs in the conversation of best player in the world. He is an insane player, so good on the shooting and on offense in general. But then you have his teammate Violent Panda, who's also one of the most prolific passers in the game. So you take that combination, Gale Force is a force to be reckoned with.
Fair enough.
And I think you look at the Ambition G2 situation. It was kind of similar with Ambition compared to Incognito. Both teams are not favored to win, and so they have much less pressure. Like you said, it's whatever if we lose. No one's planning on us to win. The difference between, I think, G2 and Gale Force is that G2 has been struggling to get these wins ever since they became a roster, and you know they feel that pressure. They want that win so badly, and they feel the pressure every time they step on the stage, where Gale Force has gotten wins. They have been in this situation so many times. You would not know that K-Dop didn't speak good English with just how comfortable he feels in this environment.
Okay, so let's flip this around a little bit then. What does Incognito need to do? You said, I'm gonna bring it back to you on Wave on this one, because you specifically mentioned that this is kind of analogous to what we saw in the first match, but Gale Force is just so freaking good. What do you have to do against them?
The biggest thing I'm going to say for them is they have to not give them any mistakes. They cannot do what we saw with G2, where they were making mistakes and Ambition was abusing that. Do not give Gale Force that. The moment you allow them to do that, they're going to be able to take the win easily. And Gale Force, traditionally a team that has a super, super strong defense, what do you do in that situation, right? I feel like you have to be able to keep the ball on their side, force them to make defensive mistakes, but it's going to be a really tough road, as Gale Force has one of the best defenses in the world right now.
Okay, so let's actually discuss strategy a little bit here, right? Because we mentioned at the top of the show that this is very different from 3v3, right? You can see we got some information here, but take me through this a little bit, because again, what I said before through the regionals was who is the best mechanical player, who has put more time into Rocket League, who's a professional player, they're going to win. Not going to be the case here. Talk to me about some of the differentiators in strategy that are going to make some of these 2v2 teams stand out.
So you see there's more space, which lends itself to more dribbling plays, and dribbling, that's when you you actually have the car resting, or the ball rather, resting on top of your car, and you can drive around with it, and you wait for a player to come in and challenge you, and then you flick it past. So that's why mistakes are punished so much. So really, in this matchup, Gale Force has one of the best dribblers in K-Dop.
Yeah, I think one of the big things for the people to watch at home is not what is the player who has ball control doing, but what is his teammate doing. This is going to be the biggest difference. Is he moving up with his teammate? Are they committing both players to offense, or is he hanging in the back and guarding for that defensive, guarding for the play from the other team? You know, and like what that second player does is kind of the nuts and bolts of what strategy is in 2v2.
Yeah, and especially in 2v2, you see some teams have a style where you have a player, maybe like K-Dop, tries to go for that dribble and pass it or get it by the defense, and his teammate is going for the rebound.
All right, well, it looks like the game is actually about to begin here in just a second, so we're going to get rolling into that momentarily. Let's toss it back up to the casters.
And here we go. Gale Force Esports taking on Incognito. Tuster saying it's going to be the easiest game of his life. We're going to find out. Go Rocks go. Playing this one into the Gale Force corner.
Easiest game of his life. I think that I have no idea what to say about that. Gale Force, such a strong team. Pay attention, K-Dop especially. One of the things that makes him such a wonder to watch is he's so good at scoring individual goals at 50-50s.
Here comes Go Rocks go. He's gonna fire up a shot off the post there. Violent Panda plays this one out. Now K-Dop to help him out upfield, but Rocks gets in the way of that one. K-Dop into his own corner, picks up that boost. Plays this one high and above. Go Rocks go. The flick on from Violent Panda. Puts it away.
What a play here. K-Dop doing such a good job at just focusing on getting the ball as high as possible, beating the defender. Here, Tuster needs to go straight to goal. You see the indecision there. He moves away from goal. We call that no man's land. There's nothing you can do there. You can't defend the goal. You can't challenge the ball. And he gets punished for it. And that's how good this Gale Force Esports team is.
I was talking to Violent Panda before his matchup, and I go, you know who you're playing today? He goes, I don't know, some NA team, but that's an NA team right there. Go Rocks go, puts one away, ties it up.
Maybe Tuster wasn't lying. Maybe this might be the easiest game. This was actually such a great touch there from K-Dop. The only way he could have hit that would be into his own goal, and he uses a jump to get it off his own crossbar. Unfortunately, Violent Panda not close enough to be able to bail him out of trouble there.
And that's exactly what you want to do when you're playing a high-profile team, is answer back quickly, in seconds for these guys, and that gets them right back into this game. As they're fighting into the Gale Force corner. Violent Panda trying to clear this one away. Tuster to beat it in midfield, blocked away by Violent Panda. But here comes Incognito. K-Dop to clear it away. Tuster off the crossbar. The follow-up's there from Go Rocks Go, but
Oh, this could be dangerous.
cleared away by Violent Panda. Trying to pick up this ball, doesn't connect. Now into the mid. K-Dop ought not to go for that one. Clears it over to the midfield. An easy clear from Tuster. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, and it's all tied up. Tuster to the other side of Gale Force now. K-Dop does get past Go Rocks Go. He's going to put this one across. It's going to go right off the post. The save from Tuster keeps him in it. The attack's still on from Gale Force.
I'm a little speechless there. That was such a crazy attempt there. It looked like it wasn't actually going in, but still an incredible touch from Tuster just to relieve pressure, not letting Violent Panda come in, clean that up for a goal.
And so far, Incognito has been going back and forth with Gale Force Esports. I'm actually extremely impressed right now with them. But here comes K-Dop, trying to make me eat my own words. Cleared away now by Tuster, or excuse me, Go Rocks Go. Tuster into the middle. No one to follow up. Is lightly cleared away by Violent Panda.
Violent Panda is so good at winning those 50-50s. He's so difficult to beat as a defender. Every time he challenges you for the ball, it's like he's always winning it. And in 2v2, we talk about space, having so much more time on the ball. That just gives you such an advantage.
That's a good touch by Tuster, pushing this one aside. Trying to get it past K-Dop, not able to. K-Dop's got Violent Panda in the midfield. Violent Panda's going to go up for this one. Hit away by the back wall. And now Tuster's got a breakaway. I don't know if he's got any boost, so it doesn't look like he's going to try and cut this one back. He doesn't get there in time, and Gale Force Esports gets away with the ball.
The importance of boost economy being shown right there. The boost on the field, having a time to respawn, and being able to steal boost, take from opponents, limits their ability. As we saw Tuster, it looked like he was going to have that goal, but with no boost, the play wasn't happening.
2 minutes left. Tuster trying to make something happen, but this is a dangerous ball from Gale Force. Let's Go Rocks Go. Clears it straight to K-Dop. Tuster, good clear from him into the midfield. The follow-up from Go Rocks Go. Tuster Not there is K-Dot now, trying to pop this one up, going for the air dribble up and over Tuster. He's got to make the save, he does. Violent Panda tries to knock him down.
What a save there from GoRock's Go, getting in front of Violent Panda, who had the shot.
And Gale Force not able to put one away. A minute and a half left. K-Dot.
This is where he's dangerous.
He's dangerous here. It's out the Violent Panda, fires off a shot. The save not coming out from Tuster. K-Dot, the clear back to GoRock's Go. Coming up on a minute left. And Incognito, an impressive game one so far.
Right, just such a good job of putting pressure, not letting K-Dot and Violent Panda set up the things they want to set up. Even though this is 2v2, we talk about that space, it doesn't feel like it with how aggressive Tuster and GoRock's Go are playing.
And here comes a shot from Tuster. He's got an opportunity. K-Dot, not the best clear from him. Tuster's going to put it away.
We see Tuster just come in so strong. K-Dot with a good touch here, but he would have opted to put that a little further across his net instead of bringing it out. By bringing it out, he makes it difficult to defend. He opens up the angle there for Tuster, who's able to put that one on in.
Quinn, what is happening? What is happening today?
NA came here to play. That's what's happening.
Well, 50 seconds left for Gale Force. More than enough time to at least tie it back up and force an overtime. Tuster just delaying the game, and he's actually given the ball here, but he has no boost to follow up. Here comes GoRock's Go. 30 seconds left for another upset. We're starting off today hot with upsets. Tuster trying to make it happen.
This upset even bigger than the last one potentially. Gale Force Esports, a favorite to win this tournament. A big favorite on that note.
20 seconds left. This is it, Quinn. Game number one between these two. Incognito in the lead with 15 seconds left. The demo comes out on GoRock's Go. That's going to go right past the net. Violent Panda trying to make things happen. 10 seconds left. K-Dot went back for boost. There's no one there. 5 seconds left, and they both go back for boost. Here comes K-Dot off the back wall looking for the follow-up, and that's going to be it. Incognito are going to take game number one.
What a game here. Tuster and GoRock's Go. They weren't kidding. Easiest game of their life. It was just such an incredible performance from them, not being intimidated by K-Dot and Violent Panda. I mean, they're so good. We look at the stats here. We see 5 shots coming from Incognito, and we see 4 from Gale Force. And it's just, it speaks to the pressure. Incognito able to put Gale Force on their own defensive.
And GoRock's Go, a player that maybe not a lot of people know. He hasn't been really on a high-level team before, but man, after that game, you got to wonder why.
Yeah, seriously, he's such a great job there. I mean, just playing off of Tuster and making sure that Tuster was never in a bad position. We saw him just great support. And on that note, let's take a look at some of these highlights, see how well and how Incognito was able to dismantle this Gale Force team game one.
Well, this game was really kind of back and forth. It started off Gale Force striking first in a 1-0 lead. But here comes back Tuster and Incognito. GoRock's Go just striking back right off the kickoff, straight down into the net.
A great shot, especially with such a good attempt at a clear there from K-Dot, but it wasn't good enough.
You see him fist bumping there. You got to be excited when you answer back against a high-level team like that immediately after kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, just doing such a good job at really, you know, keeping the pressure there, just not being intimidated at any point. So big.
Well, Gale Force, they got some work to do now against this Incognito squad. Like I said before in the match, Violent Panda, I don't think even knows who these guys are. Never heard of them. Didn't even know the team name.
Yeah, to speak on that note, I mean, I heard K-Dot ask me earlier, who's Incognito?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're finding out right now, right? It's
Yeah.
such a good job from both these teams. And what I want to see coming out of Gale Force here compared to the previous matches, I want to see more lateral play. I want to see them being able to pass to each other and make that kind of team play happen. These guys know each other so well, and that's what we want to see from them. But let's take this back, or let's hand this over to Kevin down at the desk.
All right, thank you very much, Quinn. And okay, all right. So I just keep saying this after every game. We have more upsets. This time it's Gale Force going down. I just love the fact that Incognito just never gave up. They lost that early goal. They came right back. They played a super solid defensive game. It was beautiful. Wave, what did you see there?
I mean, it did feel like we were seeing kind of the clashes of the two styles I was talking about. We saw a big 2-0 offensive push from Gale Force Esports. They were doing a lot of boost starving. We saw at one point the play gets breaking through, and Tuster's got an opportunity to run down the net, but he can't because he doesn't have enough boost. He's been getting completely dried out by this Gale Force roster, but they're only able to put one in, and then the few defensive mistakes they made was able to be capitalized on here by Incognito.
All right, well, it looks like the next game is about to begin, so we're going to jump into the action here in just a moment.
Well, here we go. Game number 2, looking at upset number 2 of the day. Our first 2 games Of course, we saw G2 Esports get taken down by Ambition. And now Incognito, a 1-0 lead over what a lot of people would have as heavy favorites in this 2v2 tournament. But here they come, Incognito shocking everyone's brackets right off the bat, but they gotta do it again here. Go Rocks, go off the bat, Tuster's gonna put it away!
Go Rocks, go, what a pass here! Look at him go for this double touch off the wall, no hesitation, he knew exactly where that ball was gonna go. Violent Panda, he was unable to do anything as we saw that ball went off of the inside of the post and the crossbar, that little corner there. So difficult to defend, obviously, when someone's mechanics are so good. Like, what do you do, Corelli?
You do that. You score right off the bat, and Violent Panda trying to answer back here. Here comes Go Rocks Go, met by K-Dop. Incognito setting themselves up here. Violent Panda into the midfield, trying to push this one on. It's K-Dop. Makes a connection, going off the ceiling. Can he get a second touch? He's coming back down. He does get it, but he pinches it off the backboard. Tuster trying to play this one out. Chasing this one down into the Gale Force side. Violent Panda flicking this one on to K-Dop. And a double touch from Go Rocks Go. Fantastic by him to put this one, setting it up for Tuster. Decides not to go. Smart play by him. Now the clear from Go Rocks Go. Off the crossbar, not met by K-Dop. Tuster, though, can't capitalize on that opportunity. As K-Dop clears this one away. Incognito all over Gale Force.
Yeah, we see Gale Force not utilizing team clears at all here. Opting to clear things by themselves, which is something fair in 2v2, but when we see them able to put such good pressure, the Incognito really just piling on offensive pressure.
This is an opportunity, though, for Gale Force, a wide open net. Violent Panda's not going to miss that one.
That's the commentator's curse. I'm sorry, Tuster. Violent Panda, though, good job here actually opting to use the sidewall there as a third man to pass to and score that goal. He just put Go Rocks Go in such a bad position because he wasn't on the ground. He was also on the sidewall. So passing off that sidewall is going to lead to a wide open net.
And fantastic job by Gale Force weathering the storm from Incognito as they have just come out guns a-blazing, but they've tied it back up here. Gale Force now trying to take the lead. K-Dop popping this one up. Violent Panda is there, doesn't connect. Now Go Rocks Go on the clear. Tuster to follow it up. Trying to pinch this one down, he does get it. K-Dop off his back wall, just tapping it lightly. Violent Panda to follow up, good clear from Gale Force. Here comes Violent Panda looking for K-Dop, he's down. K-Dop to fire off a shot and saved by Tuster. And here comes Tuster the other way. Trying to beat past Violent Panda. Go Rocks Go has an opportunity there as K-Dop overcommitted a little bit. And here they come back the other way. Incognito threatening once more, and Tuster!
Oh, Violent Panda here. He goes off the wall. This is such a difficult play to make. When you use your flip, it actually maintains the height. But you see, he doesn't actually ever flip there, and he's unable to do anything. It's just such a really unlucky turn of luck there for Violent Panda and K-Dop.
Well, here we go, keeping things off. Incognito takes the lead. K-Dop trying to fight back. Go Rocks Go on the clear, not able to as Violent Panda actually pitches that one straight in front of the net. Good clear by Tuster. K-Dop now trying to threaten. It's a 2v1 opportunity, but the clear from Go Rocks Go goes straight to Tuster, not connecting on that one. So we're approaching halftime, or actually we're past halftime now. Incognito putting themselves in a fantastic spot. Tuster, the second touch, not there. Gale Force back the other way. Go Rocks Go just trying to slow this one down, waiting for Tuster to come back. And Tuster doesn't connect on that one. K-Dop's going to capitalize on the mistake.
A huge defensive misplay here is going to just be a disaster here for Incognito. We see Tuster go right underneath the ball, something that's so simple. We've seen him just defending at a level much higher than this all game long. It's going to be unfortunate to let Violent Panda and K-Dop back into the game.
All tied up here. Gale Force trying to fight back because I think they're taken a bit back here by this Incognito squad. K-Dop off his back wall, looking, come around it, and he does. Good clear from him, but it's straight into Go Rocks Go, trying to follow that one up. It's another open net, though. Violent Panda once again finding the back of the net.
Just such a good job here, spotting that there was nobody there in the net. I mean, Go Rocks Go really needed to make something else happen there. It obviously didn't mean to hit that one straight off the ceiling, but great job here from Violent Panda, lurking around there, expecting the mistake to happen. Just great foresight.
And we heard the devs talking about it, capitalizing on mistakes. Gale Force Esports that's what they're going to do. That's what they're good at. And they have twice now against this Incognito squad as they're put in back of their own net. The shot down for Violent Panda, saved away by Tuster. Tuster now, the 1v1 opportunity, actually just fires off a shot and ties it up. Tuster.
What a play from Tuster. He looks like K-Dop here actually goes for the mind game. You see, he goes for a touch. He's just trying to buy time for himself to get to the boost, but it's a bad touch here, and unfortunately for him, it's not going to let him get to that boost in time. Tuster doing a good job there spotting K-Dop, getting a greedy for that boost.
All tied up, 3-3. Gale Force giving up their lead. Tuster playing out of his mind right now. Here's K-Dop. Clearing this one off the ceiling, and a flick from K-Dop. Great solo effort from him. Tuster, of course, just cleared off his side wall, and again into the midfield. K-Dop trying to beat this one on the wall, but Go Rocks Go gets in the way of that one. Violent Panda popping this one up, approaching a minute left. And of course, Gale Force trying not to go.
What? Did you see that? The pass to each other to make that save? That was incredible from Incognito.
The second touch from Violent Panda goes in, and there you have it. Gale Force back in the lead.
Just such a good save there, but it wasn't enough here. Violent Panda, again, no hesitation. He knows exactly where that ball's going to go, and that speaks to the mechanical excellence from these guys. There needs to be somebody there either on the backboard able to defend it or in the goal, just focused on Violent Panda, just orienting their car properly. We didn't see that happen there.
And Gale Force fighting to not go down in the losers bracket. Of course, they're up 1-0 in this series. It's a best of 3. K-Dop bringing this ball down. Good touch from him, trying to beat past Tuster. The defense from Tuster has been strong. Violent Panda fires off a shot. Go Rocks Go, the weak clear from him. And accidental touch there from Violent Panda as he takes it away from K-Dop. Tuster not able to take on the 1v1 of Violent Panda. He tries to drop back down to K-Dop. That's such a great play. Can K-Dop put it away? Gets the second touch. No, he can't. Go Rocks Go. He actually has an open net. He didn't realize. Trying to get back now. He had no boost for it anyways. Tuster in pursuit. K-Dop. It's actually going to go towards the net, and it goes in. K-Dop scores, giving him a 2-goal lead.
This is actually going to be an own goal here. Just a great touch from K-Dop. Clearing the ball on target is a lot of pressure, and you just see you see the flip from Go Rocks Go as he tries to get across to make the save, ends up just putting it in himself. There was nothing he was going to do there.
24 seconds left for the Incognito boys to come back into this one, or we're going to a game 3 here. Tuster popping that one up, cleared away by K-Dop, and following it out by himself, trying to pinch this one into the corner, and he does. Tuster off his ceiling. That's not the best touch from him, and Violent Panda, he's going to put that one away. We've seen it 3 times in this match now. Violent Panda cleaning up accidental hits.
Yeah, the mistakes there from Incognito. This is something Violent Panda's so good at, just his vision. He's able to spot opportunities where defenders are likely to make a mistake when they're clearing the ball, and he just lurks around. If they make the mistake, awesome, he's there, and he's able to capitalize, and if they don't, he just turns around and heads back to net.
5 seconds left. It's all Gale Force right now. Is they're going to force a game 3 here, but maybe not before they score one more. Violent Panda threatening this one. It's all over. Gale Force is in the lead. They're not going to let the ball touch, though. K-Dop going to drop that one down. Violent Panda going to get one more, and he does. K-Dop actually gets the goal.
A little bit of love between these two teams here. We see them actually help out K-Dop with this goal. He puts the ball on the net, and Incognito themselves are more than happy to oblige.
But that's going to do it. Gale Force going to force our first game 3 of the day, and one that we may not have expected.
Yeah, I mean, even Tuster mentioned it in his interview. He didn't expect them to be able to even take a single game off these guys.
And look at those stats. Looking at him, Gale Force had 15 shots. Incognito, 8 saves coming out from them. They did have 6 shots for themselves, so they had opportunities, and they definitely did. At one point, the game was tied, and I think they even took the lead. But Incognito just couldn't hold on, and a 7-3 spread opens up, and it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, we saw that once Gale Force was able to kind of open themselves up, feel a little bit more comfortable. Like, take a look at these highlights here. You'll just see it. There's a point where their playstyle really turns, and they're able to make things happen. Oh, what a pass that was from Go Rocks Go.
Yeah, we saw Gale Force really start to learn how Incognito play. I think the first game, they didn't really realize what was going to happen, but Violent Panda capitalizing on a ton of mistakes. I think it was 3 by himself. Go Rocks Go and Tuster made a few mistakes here, and they were punished every single time.
Yeah, but what most impressive to me was seeing it. They were down 2-1. You just saw it there, and Violent Panda and K-Dop, they didn't, miss a step. They're really able to make that comeback happen and take the lead in that game to bring it to a game number 3. That's going to be huge for them because, as we mentioned before, best of 3s, going down to the losers bracket, that's not where you want to be on day 1.
And best of 3s is pretty tough to play in. I mean, you don't have a lot of breathing room like we were talking about before. If you screw up twice, you're back into the loser's bracket right off the bat, and you don't want to do that if you're here. But we're going to be kicking off game number 3. It's the first one of the day. Incognito taking on Gale Force. We kick things off here. This kickoff gonna go straight to the middle of the field as Violent Panda actually takes this one back. Tuster in pursuit. Now cleared away by Gale Force, and Tuster does get demoed. Go Rocks Go trying to just flick this one out. Not the best flick from him, but it works. Here comes Tuster, back the other way. K-Dot. Straight to Go Rocks Go, now to Violent Panda. Tuster, the rotations come in for Incognito. Go Rocks Go the other side. No second touch from him as K-Dot tries to play this one out. A good touch from him is actually going to roll all the way to the other side. No one was in midfield.
What a good job here from K-Dop, spotting no soul anywhere near that own net. And that's what we talk about in 2v2, having so much space, being able to spot these mistakes and not defending your own net. That's a huge one in 2v2. I'm sure they were not expecting K-Dop to be able to score a pinch off the ground that easily.
And I'm noticing a theme with his Incognito guys is that the midfield is causing a problem for them right now. A lot of their mistakes are coming off the midfield rotations, but that one rings off the post there for Go Rocks Go. Violent Panda passing over to K-Dop, shoots off the post from him. K-Dop trying to keep this play alive, looking for Violent Panda across, or is he going to take it himself? Dunked away by Tuster, but it's straight to Violent Panda.
What a bump there from Tuster, stopping that play in his track. Violent Panda forced recover.
And Tuster plays that one off his own post, and finally, Go Rocks Go able to clear this one out. Over to Tuster, he does find them, but not connecting on the strike there. K-Dop back the other way, Go Rocks Go. It's actually going to be Tuster, gets in the way of that one. Violent Panda fighting in front of both of them. K-Dop knocking that one down. Now Tuster beat out by Violent Panda. Go Rocks Go and Tuster find themselves on the back foot more and more here. It's Tuster having to clear that one away, and it's all Gale Force right now. As K-Dop has a chance to beat one, tries to beat two, no. Go Rocks Go gets in the way of that one, but Incognito barely holding on right now.
Yeah, the genius pass there from Violent Panda, putting into space for K-Dop, and K-Dop opting to let the defensive team Incognito clear the ball into him and just get the dunk, but it doesn't happen.
Here's K-Dop in the corner. Violent Panda waiting in midfield. Go Rocks Go over to Tuster. Not able to connect, clearing out, and they're having troubles in their own half right now. Incognito, it's just been all Gale Force in this game. Here's Tuster in his own corner. Not able to get past K-Dop. No follow-up from Violent Panda though. And there he is, comes in a little bit late there. Go Rocks Go. Trying to clear this one out. K-Dop has another shot. Midfield once again, it's open for K-Dop.
Yeah, we see here time and time again, Incognito just putting soft, floaty touches on the ball, and it makes it so easy for Violent Panda and K-Dop to just turn around, challenge the ball, and score on counterattacks. And we see that. You mentioned Violent Panda following it up. He was just waiting to see this mistake. Go Rocks Go and Tuster needing to be a little bit more patient in their play. Take a few more dribbles.
Big kickoff comes out from Gale Force, almost working perfectly. Violent Panda not able to put that one away though. Tuster now on his back wall. Trying to clear this one out, straight to K-Dop, who puts it high. Go Rocks Go to clear that one away. 2 minutes left in this game, and Incognito have not looked good. They need to start heating up. This is maybe what they need. Finally getting into the Gale Force side. Go Rocks Go into the midfield. That one goes straight to Violent Panda. Tuster popping that one in front of his net. K-Dop back towards Violent Panda. Back to K-Dop. Trying to put this one away. No, Tuster gets in the way of that one, and Incognito fighting for the ball. Tuster trying to beat past K-Dop. Gale Force boys rotate back now. Here's Violent Panda looking for K-Dop. Here comes the ball up from K-Dop, and he puts it away. A 3-0 lead opens up for Gale Force.
Yeah, just a great job here from Violent Panda being able to put that ball off of the back room. See Go Rocks Go miss it, and K-Dop just lurking in the space, waiting for the mistake there from the defense. He spots it and comes in to clean.
Game number 3 has been all of Gale Force right now.
Yeah, just that one transition point in game number 2 where we saw Gale Force Esports really pick up the energy level, playing so much more aggressively and to their advantage. We see in game number 3 just controlling every step of the play.
Tuster trying to take out K-Dop there, not able to. Now K-Dop Trying to bump away Go Rocks Go, and he does get a little tap there.
And that bump there is so good from K-Dop because it also lets him steal the boost. And then we see Tuster and Go Rocks Go so many times lacking boost.
And no, Incognito puts one off the crossbar. The follow-up from Tuster's there. Another one off the crossbar. And finally, they put it away. 3-1.
And good job here. Good persistence there, especially. Seeing it come off the crossbar and then being able to see again off the crossbar and then the 50-50 as well. Seeing Go Rocks Go stay there and take that risk is huge because it shows that they understand. They have 1 minute left. They were down by 3 goals. They needed to make something happen. And if they didn't, you know, the only way you're going to do that is by taking risks.
With a minute left, it's more than possible for Incognito to come back into this one, but they got to act fast. Violent Panda. It's Tuster who actually steals it away and puts it away. Incognito back into it.
What control here from Tuster. Coming from behind, being able to get that ball go behind him as well. Look at that, just taking K-Dop out of the game. You know that K-Dop had no idea Tuster was behind him.
49 seconds left for Incognito to make things happen. They get another goal back, but still another long road for them. Violent Panda and K-Dop just hoping to hold on or score another one. Here comes Tuster. Playing on off the back wall, the follow-up from Go Rocks goes there. All of a sudden, Incognito's come alive as they're putting balls off the back wall of Gale Force. Go Rocks Go in his own corner now. Just trying to buy time. The shot comes out from K-Dop, blocked by Go Rocks Go. 30 seconds left. Tuster not able to beat past Violent Panda, and it's straight over to K-Dop, who at this point just trying to delay, just trying to hold on, but here comes Incognito. Go Rocks Go, gonna pick up this mid boost and pick up the ball, trying to beat past K-Dop, and it goes right in front of the net. Now Violent Panda, he's got an open net. It's rolling to the other side, it's gonna go in. Violent Panda's gonna seal the deal.
That last attempt there by Go Rocks Go was the last dribble, the last attempt they had at coming back in this game with 8 seconds left. There's a chance something might be able to happen. We have seen crazy comebacks like that happen before, but as it looks now, I think K-Dop and Violent Panda, they're gonna look to just stall on this kickoff, maybe opt for a fake even.
Well, we're gonna find out. 5 seconds left now. K-Dop just gonna drop this one down to Tuster. And it's gonna be it. Gale Force are gonna move on, taking down Incognito. Maybe they're gonna score one more like they did before. This ball has not died yet. Violent Panda and K-Dop keeping it up. They want to put another one away, and they don't. Gale Force, though, moving on the winner's bracket, staying alive and taking down Incognito.
Yeah, congratulations to Gale Force Esports. What a comeback, dropping game number 1 and really not looking great at all, and being able to have that mid-series adaptation, so good.
All right, so we got to break down that match because after about halftime-ish in the second game, as we take a look at some stats here, it seemed like the ball spent about 98% of the time on Incognito's side of the pitch. Like it's like a switch went off and Gale Force decided, no, we just need to keep the ball over there the entire time. James, let's start with you. Why the aggression change? What did they see that helped them?
So really, Gale Force, they were able to take advantage of the poor positioning from Incognito. Incognito, they tried to throw everything, even the kitchen sink, at Gale Force. That's why they got caught out of position so much, but it still allowed them to get that first game win.
Yeah, Gale Force is a team that is commonly touted, especially in the 3v3 scene, as a strong defensive team. Actually had quite a lackluster defense overall. Oftentimes we were seeing very quick rotations on the offense. The goals the Incognito were scoring were happening very quickly on just massive defensive mistakes. But they really didn't need that defense in this game, as you said. They were just keeping the ball, keeping the pressure on the other half. And then you saw at the very end of game 3 there, Tuster moves up into the corner like, bad position, we'll take that, thank you very much. Puts in the nail in the coffin, and they'll walk away with the win.
All right, fair enough. Well, Alex is standing by right now with our winners. Alex, take it away.
All right, let's make some noise for Gale Force Esports. What play from them, and honestly, huge kudos to Incognito. As a close match. I want to start with K-Dop here because that match, you guys lost in game 1, and we just saw that first match was a little bit of an upset. G2 losing, so all of us are like holding our breaths a little bit. So can you talk me through that match and give me your thoughts on the other team there, Incognito? What did you guys have to figure out to make sure you could secure that victory?
Well, I don't play good the first match, so it's the most element why we lose. So, but it was close match, and voila.
Yeah, and I want to go over to Violent Panda here because it's very important in tournament play to get that first match under your belt, so you have that win. Looking forward to the tournament. What are your expectations and how are you feeling?
I don't know about ambition. I thought we would play G2, so that series is going to be a mystery. But the first real, we are scared of is Dapper and Garrett in the semifinals. We will play against probably, or Mocket, but I think Dapper and Garrett. So yeah, it's gonna be tough.
All right, well, guys, thanks for talking to me. Good luck to Gale Force Esports. One more time, let's make some noise.
All right, there we have it. Let's take a look at the updated brackets now that we've had 2 of our opening round of 16 matches finished. As you can see, Ambition and Gale Force Esports advancing into the top quarterfinal right there. Of course, G2 and Incognito, their tournament lives are not done. However, they are waiting to meet in the lower bracket in just a bit. Still to come, Northeast Regional winners and potential tournament favorites, Cloud9. And up next, the Midwest Regional winners, DAPG with Dapper, sporting a very big haircut. That's up next.